Why is it that every time, every little opportunity, somebody want to scam somebody? In Nigeria, the last time and my friends have told me that same thing. They felt like, you see, some of you in Nigeria may not actually see this, okay? You probably call it being smart. Baba, you have to be smart, you need. About this country, no easy. You have to be smart. What is smart? When you tell people and say, okay, we need you to give us 50 people. We'll give you 1,000 naira. So 50 people will be 50,000 naira. So you went out there and you got the 50 people. And you started paying them 500 naira so that you can keep 25,000 for yourself only, and they will take 500, and you call that smart. It's thieving only. It's called thieving. It's not business, it's called smart. When you see somebody and you look at her, you say, how much is this? How much is this sherry mango? I say, you look at him, you're like, but I say, this one will be from here. Sherry mango that you normally sell for 50 naira. You look at him, you look at her, you look at his or her car. My sister, now 150. 150 sherry mango. Why? Madam, please. 150. Okay. Just give me 120. Let me just take it. I mean, I've not made any sale this since morning. Oh, yeah, take it. And you call that smart. Some say it's a business. No. That's why many people feel like everybody is looking for a chance to steal from you, to shortchange you, to manipulate you. When they realize that you're an American and they say everything is 15,000. Say, 15,000 naira for a picnic? Say, please calm down. I didn't say $15,000. I said 15,000 naira. The picnic now, the one we then bring from Cambodia. So when it got to Kenya, they changed the name to, all of this. So it's not just ordinary picnic. And what we are saying is just about, $10. Say, $10. Okay, $10. I'm just saying that to say, well, $10 is a lot. I don't pay $10 for a tin of milk. But this is Nigeria. You are the one who want to eat original. You think you're smart. It's not smartness. It's cheating. It's thieving. And so many of you, like we said earlier, you have normalized abnormalities. You call some abnormalities, some criminal attitude, you call them being smart. No. You carry these old women. Maybe they come they dance palongo for Tinubu. And we have seen it in several places. Poor people, they mobilize them, they give them Ankara, they give them food. But the money part, go with them, promise them. Now, wahala they hand up. The weary women don't they cause that guy we organize that thing. They say they no be APC. They just tell them say make them come weary. They go pay them 25. As they finished the whole program, the guy gave them 15, and the guy disappeared. And the woman leader came again and said that they were not supposed to pay them 115. In fact, the woman leader who organized the whole thing from their area, she was supposed to have a court. Now the teacher problem with the settle since yesterday. However, I'm just saying, they say wherever you see their crowd, they pay them. I mean, they pay or promise to pay them. I don't know how much they will have to pay these ones. PDP, Atiku supporters in Bauchi. Imagine how much is going to be promised this. I don't know. I mean, take a guess.
Arewa da Bauchi shine samun mana da Maulana Ɗahiru Bauchi. Wato babana aminin tsohona wanda tsohona haɗa ni da shi mutum ne wanda babu irinsa yanzu a lafiyar Afirka. Allah ya ƙara masa lafiya da tsawon kwana. Abin da ya sa na ce haka hidima da ɗawainiya da yake yi da bayan Allah akan yada addinin musulunci, kuma ƴaƴa da jikoki wanda Allah ya sauwaƙe masa kuma ya sauwaƙe musu haddan Qur'ani mai girma, su kuma ba su yi mugunta ba, suke ɗawainiya iya gwargwado su ga cewa mu ma mun amfana da wannan ni'ima na zamantowa hafizai a bayan ƙasa. A kullum wannan bawan Allah abin alfahari ne a gare mu. Duk abin da za mu masa ba za mu biya shi ma. Amma bayan Allah muna godiya, yadda bayan Allah suka fito haka a bayan ma bayi da lafiya bai samu fitowa ba. Suka zo wannan tarbiyya da ya koya mana na son annabin rahama. Suka kawaita wannan rana, Allah ya saka muku alheri. Allah ya bar mu cikin wannan tarbiyya mai kyau, wanda har sarakunanmu iyayen ƙasa su ma suke bi. Ba na zato akwai wani mutum da zai tara mutane ga ruwan sama ga hadiri ga iska. To Allah zai saka muku daddagewa da kuka tsaya a nan. Allah ya ba ku ladan wannan ibada da kuka yi. Mu abin da muke yi shine wannan gwamnati dawa.
Birthday to Nabi Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Wake show wine mini. When I don't come back from Uwiri. I suppose they tell you when they stop by from every branch, like say Abiagberu where they announce or Abi conductor where they announce bus stop. So calm down. So I was there watching the prayers of Bauchi governor, yeah, and then I just saw Kayode's comment. Probably it was like, okay, Ogbenishe, you don't come back from Uwiri. Wow, that one actually got to me. I don't know, right? I started laughing. Like, why she wine meaning? Sure you get. Because when you question I just shown you the people where they give money 3 days ago. They don't share the money well. And we are talking about money and money, like, obedient will tell you, listen, Mayegu, this is not a competition of crowd. If we have to scan this crowd, Mayegun, they pay them. I say, bring evidence. Mayegun, evidence, they everywhere, then pay them. If you want me, I can send you, I will send you. I say, I want to send one. So somebody sent me one, and I quickly took it to Uwiri. And then I was like, okay, what about these ones in Bauchi? And Kayode was like, Ogbeni Shodidela to Uwiri. Wow, Kayode, you are still watching, oh. In fact, because when I saw that number, let me see, when I saw that video in Bauchi, normally they were doing the birthday of Prophet Muhammad in the Islamic world, all over the world right now, celebrating the birth of Prophet Muhammad. So Kwakwanso was there yesterday. Kwakwanso was there yesterday, right? Not Bauchi. It was where? I don't remember. No, it was in Kaduna. I remember now. So it was in Kaduna where people came to pray for the, for the prophet and all that. And the man quickly took pictures. So, but for this one in Bauchi, this one was organized by the governor and it was for Atifku. And in the process as well, they acknowledged the birth of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But there's somebody who says something about Tinubu, who is now a praise singer of Tinubu. I kind of want to bring it back. But before that, or should I bring him first and then, first. And this man, you remember him? For Food Kayode, FFK, you remember him? He once said,
we are approaching 2023. Some in the Southwest, specifically Bola Tinubu, believes that his party will field him. I will tell you this today. He has made the biggest mistake of his life. They will not support him. Their position is to keep the presidency in the North. And even if he manages to clinch the nomination for the APC, they will now shift their support to another party that will field a Northern candidate. Mark what I'm telling you today, because I've been right 9 times out of 10 when it comes to these predictions. I've been right. And I'm telling you, I'll be proved right again. That is the mess that we're in this country. So your aspirations are legitimate. You have every right to have an Igbo president. It will be a good thing for this country, for the people of the East, and indeed for the people of Africa.
I mean, It's so good. Yeah, all those things. They speak grammar. Now, people, when they listen to me, that too. And it's so sad, that some of you who actually love your criminal mentors differently, I actually feel sorry for you most of the time, when these guys play all these anky-panky games and all that. And how much of your emotion you've invested in them in the past that you have to take back. I used to respect this man. I'm taking back my respect. He don't know you. Now you they waste your emotion. Same thing, you are wasting your emotion about Nigeria. You are just a number to them. I remember some of you that will come here from nowhere. I'm talking about lunatics who are in charge of your system. And the result of that is like they are running an asylum. Even if you're running an asylum, it could probably be kind of better than this, well organized. You know the time you take your medication. You know the time you go for ministration or you go for meditation. So you get, so you know everything time to time, orderly. Nigeria don't get any orderliness. You know that. Characters like this are always your role models. And as they swing, you swing. As they change like weather, you change like them. And that is why you have no headway. Many of you will come here because of these rogues. And you'll be saying, hey, who are you talking to like that? Somebody that can feed your whole family. I say, I want hustlers. Hustlers in Babariga. Hustlers in expensive automobiles that they cannot afford normally. None of their work they've done in their life could afford them any of that. Well, it's a free world, Nigeria, where they live like kings. Criminals, crooks living like kings. And you, as serfs, serfs, like slaves. And that is why today, the guy don't finally go back to vomit and is now saying that Ashiwaju is this, which, so many of you are kind of happy about too. We need a track dog. We need people who can give them water. Tinubu should not play small. We need to ayé ẹdẹ ń bàjẹ́ báyìí nítorí Ọlọ́run Buhari ò kọ́ ẹ lọ́gbọ́n ráwọn motivator wọn.
All our handles online, our supporters online. We have never done so. 80% of the other people's campaign is concentrated on demonizing Asiwaju. They are not selling their candidates. They wait for us to push and begin to demonize. Whereas for us, 80% of our own campaign is to sell our candidates, and 20% perhaps is to fend off criticisms of our candidates. But the others, it's the other way around. For them, they use only 10% or 20% of their time to try to sell what is not there. For instance, and it is very significant, I want Nigerians to notice this very well, that for one of the candidates, there's really nothing to sell. He only hangs on to the achievements of his boss because he has never been, like my boss said here, at the wheel. He has never, I said this statement one time at another forum, and they thought I was joking. But now people are beginning to really understand that one of the candidates have never really been in charge of any part of any tier of government, and he wants to be president. He has never been tested and trusted. Even when he was chairman of Economic Council, when he was vice president, he was still reporting to a boss.
Yeah, but
no, hold on, let me finish. I just want to finish. No, but you asked a question. Yeah. It's like, let me add to what my boss said here. You want to take a driver, you want to now, interview people for the position of a driver. A conductor comes, so say I was a conductor throughout during my time. Another one say I actually drove the vehicle. That is the situation we are saying. One is a conductor, he never drove the vehicle. You only hear that it was Obasanjo Atiku regime. What's the meaning of that? Were you in charge? There's nothing like, there was even no Obasanjo Atiku regime. And throughout that 8 years, he was belligerent, disobedient. He was never part of that government. In fact, at the point he left. I'm not being honest. So how do you not compare yourself to somebody who drove a vehicle for 8 years? Okay. You say you were a conductor. You were sitting by the door as a conductor.
How is that song again? No. We be wise, every other person overwise. Abi, ìwọ ló gbọ́n. Keyamo ló gbọ́n jù. Agbero People's Congress, Minister of Labour in Nigeria. That is Ngige Okija Shatabandus, deputy in the Ministry of Labour. And he's talking about Agbero. Conductor and driver. They hired them for this purpose. You now go see what we say. You go say, Omo, hey. Since yesterday, 24 hours now. Femi Foni Kayode. I don't know how it is. I think he's 60. Abi. How old is Femi Foni Kayode? 60. Abi over 60. I don't know. About on the run shoko on so like Omo. I never see that kind of work before. They say, man, since Ashiwaju return, since Tinubu return, we say they say, oh yeah, who they work, who no work. Everybody don't they work on overdrive or whatever that is. You know, another thing I want to say tonight is this. I don't know who is lying and I don't know who is deceiving who, but I kind of know that either of you are lying to yourselves. Go and get your PVC. Go and get your PVC. My friend that told me to go and get my PVC, don't they send me pictures from Canada, Nigeria? The damages you have done is enough. I don't come out. What can happen to your PVC? Somebody captured few at their airport. There's nothing new in people traveling, but Omo, this one different.
Tí gbogbo yín bá wá ń lọ báyìí, ta ló fẹ́ kù sí Nàìjíríà? Ọkọ lọ, ìyàwó lọ, ó mú ọmọ dání, ó tún mú yá. Tí gbogbo yín bá wá ń lọ báyìí, ta ló fẹ́ kù sí Nàìjíríà? Ọkọ lọ, ìyàwó lọ, ó mú ọmọ dání, ó tún mú yá.
Everybody, people where they tell me, make I go get PVC. I don't know, say all of them get visa application. Go and get your PVC. They say, man, that's my plan B. Which kind plan B? Plan B where you don't take Canada already. Last week, they do rally. They do go and get your PVC. Go and get your PVC. Baba, so you don't go get visa. Open your head, though. Sure, you get me now. If they ask you, what is your plan A? You can tell them, if you're a Yoruba man, there's no other plan better than a plan that allows you to decide for yourself, your fate, at your pace, at your own time, according to your own resources, without any interference from anywhere. That is more safer. Should be your plan A. So for those who are asking, talk about Yoruba Nation, you know it. That if you are being honest, some of you, I remember so many of you, who were making Yoruba Nation as your plan B in case Toba Boju Ashiwaju je. Now that they didn't Boju Ashiwaju je yet, the rest of you are now anti-Yoruba Nation. Now, I mean, it's your choice. I am just a teacher, somebody that reminds you the consequences of your own choices and actions, okay? But there are those who dedicate their time to tell you more why and how you can be part and parcel of that advocacy. But majority of you are against it. You know why? There is no guarantee that you will be able to do exactly what you are doing right now in Nigeria, or what they are doing to you right now in Nigeria, or those who are doing this to you in Nigeria as part of Nigeria today. There is no guarantee that they would have a say or even have a part in what direction we are going to take as a country. You know that because they are never, ever interested in Yoruba's autonomy, Yoruba's independence, even them negotiating that the Yoruba's autonomy that Yoruba signed up for in 1957. Something they told you, their foot soldiers. Today, you are playing your last card and you cannot, in a way, use that same Yoruba Nation as your own tissue when you are about to drown yourself in your own pool of ignorance, so to say. As for those who are still standing and continue to, they are all taking their sides today. not because of the betterment of anyone, but for the betterment of whatever they are enjoying now, and possibility of enjoying it even further, no matter whose, whose common inheritance is frittered away through this rent-seeking system. It's a choice. Again, it's a choice. For those of us who have chosen rights, it may tarry. You know what I say? This often may tarry a while, but eventually, it would never miss its mark. And you see these guys, when the real people now understand the game they have been played and how much they have been used as a bargaining chip for the minute few who empower the people you can call non-state actors to do things that they will never be held responsible for, and the rest of that, for the sustainability of their own power and all that. When the people rise, you shall see them no more. But for now, the drama continues. They say, as we have seen that of the obedient, the first one, we have seen that of the women in Lagos, which Joke Silva. You remember her? Joke Silva was there too. The last one for the women. Oh. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
A nice one, well, yeah. Yeah, all right. Oh yeah, 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 oh yeah. A nice one, well. Oh yeah, it's ladies' day, yeah, ladies outing or women's. No, they don't like to be called. I think you say ladies. That's the wife of Sanwo-Olu, and then I don't know the other lady, and then Auntie Joke Silva. So it is what it is, they say. But just remember, if you are still here watching, as we say regularly, everybody will collect according to their own due. Unfortunately, those who never partake in all of these are also going to have their own fair share. People like us who continue to tell you that whatever they told you, whatever they are telling you, whatever promises they are making, they are either the regular con men who are career con men with the face mask of politics. They have nothing to give to you because they have no capacity to give them to you. Or they just have no clue of what they are talking about. And therefore, a whole 200 million people in a country, are being misled by diagnosis, giving them hope when there is absolute none, other than just kicking the can down the road. Like I do say, right? You're going to pick it up someday, just right there in front of you. And this particular can has now become the can of worm, or it's become a keg of a gunpowder in this instance. Somebody said that 2023 election is going to be tribalismo. Oh, that's a fancy word, tribalismo, which is going to mean it's going to be a tribal war, tribal warfare that is already brewing, and they're already cooking them and cooking them. I don't know if you have the stamina to actually take, to take yourself through all of that. There is a there's a safe mode. A safe mode I have been offering all this while, the one that we all have to fall back on, even when you believe that you have something that could put this whole thing right. Forget it. That's safe. That's what you call it. That safe. The safe button there is the Yoruba nation. Mock it, laugh it, say whatever you like about it today, simply because of what they are dangling in front of you. When that thing is no longer there, this is going to make sense to you. You won't mock the pronouncement of Yoruba nation. You won't. You will stand in patriotism and say, wow, how I wish I have done this a long time ago. But sometimes, as they say, life is a teacher. The more you live, the more you learn. So this could be one of the lessons that could then possibly make that turn around. But until then, do not feign ignorance that you have no idea of what is going on. In a way,
Choose a side and be very, very clear of what you are choosing, because all of them lead to the same place. I call them poison. If you don't want to taste any of them, then you will join those who are educating ourselves to say, let's go our separate ways in a more respectful way, where we can indeed take care of our challenges. And wherever ones we can share together in the future, of course we can as neighbors. How bad is that to your ears compared to the calamity that they have been cooking you every 4 years? I don't know how you see it, but to me, there's a time that you have to say no, enough. And if you're not going to say it, trust me, free of charge, Nigeria will make you say it. It's just a matter of time. And yeah, I'm going to draw the curtains tonight in a way. And then I'm going to open the line. I actually want to speak to one or two people who might want to say one or two things as well tonight. So if you are that person, right, you can pick up your phone and then dial that WhatsApp number on your screen. But that will be when I come back from my tea break. So don't go anywhere. You can, and if you are quite all right and you're leaving, don't leave without dropping that your own offering. Like the broadcast, share it, subscribe if you haven't. And then if you enjoy this, you will be joining us next time. But don't go anywhere. I will pick some calls when I get back now. Thank you so much for your patience and then for being with me all this while. I would be speaking to other people who are going to be contributing as well. Okay, you can be that person too. I already have somebody on the line. Hello, Baba.
Ẹgbẹ̀lẹ́ ẹkú iṣẹ́ ó tó ọjọ́ mẹ́ta láti mí pé Ọlọ́run gbé wa wọlé nìdí.
Àti dúpẹ́ ẹ kú ọjọ́ mẹ́ta, bára ti sí o, bára ti ṣe o.
Dúpẹ́ f'Olódùmarè lè gbé wa débi la wà yìí. Àmọ́ mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ rẹ pẹ̀lú gbogbo bó ti ń là wá lóye látọdún mẹ́ta ni ti ń wù ẹsẹ̀ yìí.
Tó bàbá.
Àmọ́ gbogbo lèmi rí lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà yẹ torí ìyà náà fi jẹ wá òyìnbó lè dẹ̀ fún wa lórúkọ náà pẹ̀lú Áfíríkà. Ó mọ̀ bí Nàìjíríà òun ló jẹ́ kọ́ta ìkà náà mi ṣe yẹ. Wọ́n ti sọ pé bí ìlú bẹ́ẹ̀ ti mi dún àdújù àsìkò àti ya ó ti dé là tó rápò àti ìka ìlú yẹ òun ló ti dé ìsẹ̀ yìí ìtorí ẹ̀ náà ọmọ àwọ̀tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀ yẹn tíra wọn láàrán lè ṣe fún wa ìtorí bá a bá gba Yorùbá nation láàmì sọ lọ́lọ́run ti fún wa ó máa yàwó ènìyàn lérú o àmọ́ Èkó làkọ́kọ́ ó máa da ká àbàdúrà jagun lè kó ìtorí foundation Èkó ìjà náà fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ ṣẹ́ ìwọ gan Máyégún ìwọ ká ẹ mọ̀ foundation Èkó kẹ́ mọ̀ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ka ìsìn Èkó dáadáa àwọn ọba méjìlí ìjà kátàrà wọn fún British ìjà náà jà kébi dé kó sílẹ̀ gbó ìjà náà jà yẹ òun lé àwọn agbèrò yẹ bíùdì lé lórí òun lé gbogbo lé Èkó bá jẹ́ headquarter ìjà léde Èkó ló jẹ́ headquarter agbèrò ìtorí àwọn ọba yẹn ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ agbèrò kátàrà wọn fún British kátèkó tó ibi làmì lọ ló ó dàbí pé ó jìnnà ṣùgbọ́n a ti débẹ̀ Ọlọ́run ó ti gbé àwọn ènìyàn ó jìnnà jẹ́ rí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa náà lé lọ láti Ogun State ká lé lọ Benin Republic yẹ bẹ́ẹ̀yàn bá pera rẹ̀ ní gómìnà képò òun jẹ́ gómìnà kọ́ọ̀dẹ̀ lé àwọn lìmí rúlù kẹ́ lé wọn lọ ìlú onílùú kí òdẹ̀ lè gbà wọ́n padà.
ọdún méjì báyìí.
àwọn máa ṣèṣílà mo ti sọ fún sórí mo ní gbọ́ ìlú bí ìlú bẹ́ẹ̀ ti mí dùn àdújù ó ti sáàtì kò lè máa ya ìtorí àwọn politician ọbẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọ pé ọ̀n porúkọ àwọn ọmíṣẹ́pẹ̀ fún àwọn ṣé bí mọ́tò bá pajá Àjàní bọ́n bá gbàjàní lọ sí kọ́ọ̀dùsọ̀n ní porúkọ Àjàní là torí bọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń pajá Àjàní ọ̀n máa pàjàní mọ́ ajá ẹ̀ ọ̀n máa pajá ká máa pàjàní bọ́ àwọn bá jẹ́ Yorùbá gidi gbogbo náà jẹ́ ká jẹ́ àjẹfẹ̀yà ọ̀n lọ síbẹ̀ ká láṣojú Yorùbá rárá o ìgbà náà gbogbo wọn fi dín bọ́ọ̀tù wọn lọ́lọ́run máa gbà lọ́wọ́ wọn ká ẹ̀dá padà fún gbogbo wa wọ́n ti tẹ̀ wá rì káfíà jẹ wá àsìkò yẹ́tẹ̀ ti tó Ọlọ́run máa gbà wá padà lọ́wọ́ wọn Yorùbá lè tàn mo ṣàánú Ọmọyẹlé Sowore ṣùgbọ́n Sowore kárẹ̀ ó sábú àwọn trétọ̀ láàlì wà lára àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá torí wọ́n ti fìyà jẹ òkè jù wọ́n ti fìyà jẹ jù láti gbalí ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ gbogbo Ọmọyẹlé Sowore mi sọ lìgbà yẹ òun láwọn òbí díẹ̀ tí kò jọ ọ̀sẹ̀ yìí kémi lò ọ́n bíùdì lórí owó Ọmọyẹlé Sowore bí ti ṣe ká ti ṣe káàkiri láò Ọlọ́run a máa fún ẹ ṣe o Máyégún gbogbo lóòjókòó kémi la orí wa kémi kò yé sórí wa gbogbo ọ̀nà lọ́lọ́ máa fi gbé ẹ ga gbogbo àwọn lè jẹ̀kú kó lé ayé gbogbo wa kéko lé àwọn agbèrò lọ́wọ́ àlè ìpera wọn lè intelligent professor kémírìgì election fún àwọn kémírìgì election fáwọn àwọn agbèrò Ọlọ́run á gbà wá lọ́wọ́ wọn Ọlọ́run á fún alọ́gbọ́n àti òye àti kóra wa kúrò lọ́wọ́ wọn ìtorí ìyà yìí ti tó wọn ti gba sátidé lọ́wọ́ wa ké pé Sunday lé wa lọ́wọ́ o ẹjọ́ ẹ tú wa lẹ̀ o ẹ tú wa lẹ̀ o Ọlọ́run á tú wa lẹ̀ o.
Thank you so much, Baba. Thank you very much. My caller, who I have another caller by the way. Please hang on there for me for a second, just a moment. So my caller is a pro-Yoruba nation advocate. And he expressed his own displeasure with all that is going on, where our world today is in the hand of degenerate thugs, touts, miscreants, Agber and the rest of them, and their godfathers. But whatever they have managed to hide all this while, right, he believes strongly that they have already pushed to the last part of it. And whether we want it or not, okay, they will self-destruct. It's just a matter of time. Then pray that God will not forsake us or abandon us, because they are those who are supposed to be speaking for Yoruba people, but they choose not to choose to speak for themselves only. And then you see, except we all realizes that they are not for us, yeah, we'll probably continue to deceive ourselves. So my caller, sir, or ma, hello there.
Hello, Máyégún.
Hello, sir.
Hello, good evening. Just want to say thank you for what you're doing. You're speaking the heart of so many of us, Nigerians and also pro-Yoruba. You mentioned something, tonight, which really struck a chord in me. And that's the fact that, the fact that you didn't say it this way, but the way I receive it is that, there are still Yoruba stakeholders, pro-Yoruba stakeholders that are probably, sitting on the fence at the moment or probably doing something else. And that's just because, still feel like there's a bit of hope. I want to believe that the likes of Tinubu as well, they are, because, there is on record that even Tinubu himself, did not believe in Nigeria. I think somebody, brought that out.
He said that as a politician, by the way. Yeah, he said that as a governor-elect in Lagos. And this was right back in 1999, before the swearing in. He said, I don't believe in Nigeria. I believe in the independence regions, just like we were before. And that's what we signed up for. That's what he said. But the story is changing. Or has changed.
Yeah. No, you see, this is the thing, basically, at times, when people are, occupying a certain, what's it called, political space, there's an element of, personal ambition. There's an element of, okay, maybe if I hijack the power, then I will free my people. But what they don't understand is that, it's not going to work like that. You see, I have a friend, who is also, pro-Yoruba, and also, we talk a lot about this every day on a day-to-day basis. And I said to him a couple of years ago, even before all this thing started, I said, when it was obvious that, Tinubu wanted to become the president, I said, Tinubu is the last person. This is where I said in Yoruba. Yeah. I said, for the Yoruba, what's it called, nation to really materialize.
Yes.
I said, somebody like Tinubu, Onilatite. And this election thing is the journey towards him, eating that rock. Because, when there's nothing again, this is the highest. This is the, what's it called, the height of his ambition.
It's the zenith of his career.
So if this ambition is
if he
dashed,
becomes president,
I'm telling you,
that's the zenith of his career. He can't become anything anymore.
That's it. Exactly. When that, what's it called, hope is dashed, which I believe is going to be, I'm not God, but I just know that it's going to be, when that is dashed.
I'll let you finish. There's something I want to add to that, and I want you to also see it from that perspective as well. But go on. When the hope is dashed, what?
When that hope is dashed, the only thing in him that could make his name to be included in the history is this, what's it called, this old Yoruba thing. And I tell you what, that is what is going to pursue for the rest of life. This is me, I may be sounding like a prophet and all that, but
it's just,
I just feel like, what?
Yeah, it's just, one thing, sir, quickly, before I forgot what I wanted to add as well, okay? You said something earlier that some people believe that when he becomes president, right, he can free Yoruba land. You see all this kind of a myth, common sayings among politicians. Like I said, that they say things they can never do. Okay. Now, it's
not going to work.
Here is one thing. Here is one thing, sir. We can all see all the drama going into all of this. We can see all the alliances going into it. We can see all the arrangement and agreement that even behind the scene agreement that are so dangerous to themselves, even themselves, right? That they are agreeing into altogether power. Okay. So when they finally get it, right, the burden of a Yoruba nation will become even more burdensome to him. Because at that time, he will be responsible for the breakup of Nigeria. And that's something he will want to completely avoid. Because he won't become president and then start breaking the country apart. It never worked that way. If anybody is telling you that, anyway, I told people, I said, if anyone is telling them that, bury it. But like you said, that if the whole idea perishes, because we can say it just like that of the Biafran struggle as well, right? Obi's emergence has managed to distract so many people enough that, attract attention than it used to be. You get what I mean now? So for the Yorubas, who stand for Yoruba Nation, Tinubu's candidacy has pitted them against that idea, and they are now putting them as the second option. If this thing no work, we'll go break away.
Yeah.
For the Igbos who are like supporting Obi in this regard, who were once pro-Biafra and all that, right? They are like, somehow, we had a reason for saying we want to leave. In a way, if this does not happen, then we're going back to it. There are Yorubas that feel like, if Tinubu doesn't win, we're going to go back to it. But here is something I have seen, sir. I don't know if you have seen it too, and I want you to look into it. It's this. That Tinubu, let's say Tinubu doesn't win, it's not only going to get those who cling their tiny hope on Nigeria on him to retrace back, Abi.
It will also make it impossible for any Yoruba in Yoruba land to use Yoruba as a bargaining chip for national politics anymore. What do you think?
Yeah. I totally agree with you. I feel like, you know,
would
this
anybody
is the
come
final
after
straw.
this Tinubu, whether he wins or not? Would anybody come after this Tinubu and use Yoruba as a drive like this for something personal anymore, in your own opinion?
It's not. Look, this is the final straw. This is the final of the fight.
So it's final on so many fronts, yeah?
Exactly. In so many fronts, you know, this thing that's been building up, you know, whether you want to talk about, you know, what's it called, pre-independence, you know, struggle, you know, the nationalist movement and all that. You want to talk about, you know, how we went into, what's it called, you know, First Republic, and, you know, how the military took over and everything coming up to Abiola and now coming up to Obasanjo and everything and all that. Look, this is almost like, you know, we're running from the destiny that we all know that it's going to happen.
I like that.
So
word.
look,
we have been running away from destiny.
Yeah.
But it's going to happen.
So we talk about the colonial masters, and personally, you know, I don't want to put too much blame on the colonial masters, because why? The template we claim that they gave us is the same template that they are using in their country.
That's right.
They get it, and we used that for a minute, and that was the last time anything worked in Nigeria.
Right?
When we had that regionalism, that was the last time. So, and again, you know, we talked about amalgamation and all that, which they said, okay, it has expired. Even Jonathan wanted to bring the whole issue up. You know, they drowned him.
Exactly.
And say, oh, can we renegotiate Nigeria? You know, they drown him. Now that we're not ready to renegotiate Nigeria, and we're not ready for people to, they say, oh, the secession is, they don't,
Even though that
the whole thing is going to explode. And we
want to go into an election, hoping to come out of that united. How does that work?
It's not. That's exactly what I'm saying, that, you know what, this is going to be, this, look, and ask people who have been following this thing, you know, closely, and who genuinely have been following, they'll tell you that, you know what, they're afraid. There's no hope, you know. So the reason why, you know, you have those people sitting on the wall now is because a part of them still wants Nigeria.
Something to work.
And they just feel like, you know what, exactly, you know what, if I can just, maybe let me just cling on this hope.
Maybe if we push this, maybe, I know, I get that.
Exactly.
So if that thing eventually doesn't come up, the desperation is not going to go back to the last stage. It's going to have doubled by then, because, I mean,
exactly. That's exactly what's going to happen. You know, so I think, you know, for us, basically, you know, let everybody keep doing what they are doing.
We wait it out.
Let the Yoruba people, you know, I mean, with the Yoruba thing now, I even thank God, because why? They've shifted focus of the Yoruba, you know, the whole Yoruba secession thing and all that. They've shifted focus, and there's so much underground work that is going on, you know, with the Baba and all the other things, you know, bless them, you know, that are doing those work, and they are doing it. The work is continuing because everybody's focusing on election and all that. I'm telling you,
and all of that pressure and all that. For now, you know, I think I get that too. That's, you know.
So yeah, we just keep our fingers crossed and see what happens. But I feel like, you know what, Yoruba nation, you know, that Nigeria is going to divide. It's a destiny that everybody is running from, which is going to happen anyway. It's going to happen, whether by, you know, us sitting on the table and say, oh, okay, let's do it this way, or whether by, you know, a part breaking off forcefully or something like that. Look at those guys in the East. They are saying that there's not going to be election. They are not joking.
Even Nigeria, you know, one thing is that even Nigeria would prefer them not to have that election in a way, in my own opinion, right? But it's also a part of it. It's part of the pressure here and there. And I don't know how that is going to build up before the real election as they are doing. That's why we said, we're not even sure. Go on.
This is the problem with the East, basically. You know, they feel like they can ignore the East and say, you know, oh, in worst case scenario, we're going to cancel their vote and we're still going to go. They've done it in the past, whereby they cancel a vote of a state or what's going, and they still declare what's going. But the thing about that is that, you know what, the situation is degenerating so much that those guys are now, you know, they now have the courage to dare the Nigerian government, to dare the Nigerian military, because they've seen the North. They've seen those done it, and they went scot-free with it. So that spirit is now risen up inside of them and say, you know what, we can actually, you know, this Biafra thing, we can take it by force, and we cannot underestimate what those guys are capable of doing. But this is where I look at it. You see, everything that is happening is working towards the same purpose, and that purpose is that, you know what, Nigeria is going to go their separate ways.
You know what I say, sir? They will force the hand of Nigeria down to that negotiation table, even though they will not admit, but time will tell.
Thank you so much for spending your evening with me tonight.
Okay?
Let me take few other calls too. It's been a pleasure, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers, man. So yeah, I have another person on the line here. Hello.
Hey, Maigon.
Sir.
Hello. Maigon call about me.
Dada ni Obawoni.
It's a lot of more talking. London.
I know. So how are you, sir?
I usually sing one song. They say, how many soldiers? How many people soldiers 1 kilo?
How many
people soldiers
go kill?
Soldiers 1 kilo. They go kill us, Taya. They go kill us, Taya. They go kill us, Taya. How many people soldiers 1
kill?
I got a few late. So and so
now it's all right. At least you're part of it,
me,
probably to some extent, yeah? Go on.
You know, I've always told you that Nigeria has ended. I told you, I think it was a week ago thereabout. If Atiku no enter, Nigeria go break. If Tinubu no enter, Nigeria go break. If Obi no enter, Nigeria go break. It is the perfect storm. The storm is brewing, the tsunami is coming. People can't see it. I feel so sorry for some people. When shit hits the fan party, my French, we go see them. All the marches and everything, you can see thousands of people coming out. Then so when
Baba, see, we are showing MC today, yeah? In the next couple of, I have some of other rallies here and there, including PDP as well, right? But we know this difference between those groups, to be honest. And we know those who are feeling threatened by those who are volunteering to protest. And all of these are just like, they are not storming a teacup. They are brewing here and there. Go on.
Marigo, you know that I told somebody that they said Lagos is 21 million, Ogun is 5 million. I said, no, look, where is this mist coming from? They say Kano is 11. I said, don't stop doing that. Marigo, I keep saying to you, one day, please do a show on Nigeria's map and the census of Nigeria. You can do it physically. Go on Google Map.
It is not reliable. There is no reliable data to work with. But I get what you mean. We can always work with what is available.
Yes, what I'm saying is that if you look on Google Map and Google Earth, do the schematics, the length and breadth and everything, the size of Nigeria and everything. Go to Kano.
Yeah.
You see a hamlet here, a hamlet there. Lagos, all you can see is brown roof. People are living 20 million in Lagos. It doesn't make sense. You understand? So now somebody said, Tinubu most of Tinubu keeps threatening people to vote in Lagos. Let me say something. If I tell you that half of people in Lagos are Igbos, half are Yorubas, and half of Yorubas are even leaning towards Obi. People don't look, it's not look, how many people can you kill? Look, what does it do enter? If they try it again, 2023, I swear to God, I'm saying Lagos will burn. Tinubu go Majapani. Tinubu won. Look at Kano. Look at the major city of Kano State, Kano, and look at even Ikeja. Compare the two. Population density. There's no way. Absolutely, it's a myth that North is more than South. You said it before your program, like where they see
we did here. People like I remember, of course.
You said it before. You said it before. Okay, hold on a second. This guy said, let me go and check online. They say Brownie is so big. Brownie is like 5 times the size of Lagos or 10 times the size of Lagos. When you get to Brownie State, there's nothing. It's desert. Nobody lives there. So where do you get 5 million votes in Brownie State? It's a myth. It's a myth. And the minute we start debunking that myth of population density, the minute we take back what's forget it. I go, Baba, I cannot lie you. I'm watching. Look at it. Thank you. Now look at Lagos, Ibadan, Benin City, Port Harcourt. Look at how densely populated that place is. Kano. There's nothing in Kano.
Can you see this on your screen? Can you see it on your screen?
I'm watching, brother. I'm watching you.
Now
look at the density.
There, and you can see where the population. You can see where houses are there. The majority of the other part of it are possibly just scattered everywhere. See,
Hamlet.
This is what
Hamlet.
they look like.
Literally called Hamlet.
Yeah.
Even if you look at that place, zoom into that place.
You can see where houses are, and you can see where this past. What have you had? You are right, but let me try. Let's try Lagos. I mean, it's actually obvious that normally we should. Let's say Lagos, Lagos, Nigeria, or Ikeja.
Okay, try to
Lagos is better.
Look at
Let's
the
take
Kenya.
a whole of Lagos. Lagos,
Okay,
Nigeria.
go on. I'm here with you.
So let's see what that is.
Look at the schematic. It doesn't make sense.
Now, let's see if we have any patches. And like you said,
social media, the truth more than zoom in. Keep zooming in. What? No, keep zooming in. Don't worry.
Lagos.
This is Lagos. You just keep zooming. You see all that brown patch?
This is,
it's not that.
Yeah. There's no space.
There's no space. Nothing. All that brown stuff you're seeing, it's not a desert. Look at it. Can you see? Look at that. Can you see that? Look at that.
Yeah, you're right.
So you tell me that the north is more than the south.
Yeah, they have 20. But the population of Lagos is considered more than what do you call it? More than Kano anyway, isn't it? I don't know. I mean, like, it should be more than Kano. I think okay. What happened is this, Tokes. You know what happened, Tokes? They did the census, right? They said Kano is more than Lagos. Fashola did his own census. Remember, it was like they are not taking that census.
Who's that?
They gave the. I think it was during Jonathan. I mean, was it during Obasanjo now? Was it Obasanjo or was during Jonathan?
I'm sorry. He's not the same guy that found that phony camera in Lekki. That's Fashola guy. That same guy.
Well, he's the one who said he has. They have. Let me go back to Kano, Nigeria. So let's expand Kano because I didn't really expand Kano earlier. So let's go back to Kano. Now,
okay, I'm with you.
Yeah, this is Kano. Now, if we expand Kano like we did to Lagos, I think you are right. So there's difference. There's a lot of difference.
There's nothing there now.
No, there's
you can see it now. There's nothing there. You see that slightly green patch there. That's where they're populated. Look at it now, brother.
I get what you mean.
So how do you tell me that there are 25 million people in Kano and in Lagos? How is that possible? Look at that. Look at. You can't find that.
Anyway, I get your drift. Talks. But it is part of the fraud, isn't it? It is part of what makes everyone believe that sharing things in a place where there's no equality and all of that, everything is so shady and unreliable. But I'll do something on that part one day when I have enough materials to talk about, okay?
So at least you can also look at, what, the census in Nigeria, based on X and X, let us see what it is. Population density possible. All right, my brother. Take it easy, man.
Thanks so much. You take it easy too as well, Baba. Nice one. Thanks so much for coming. Yeah, this is me back, Abi. I have another call on the line. Hello.
Yes, Michael.
Oh, hello, sir.
This is Toki Abiodun calling from Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, Nashville, Tennessee. What did you call the name again? I didn't grab the first part.
Biodun Toki. From Nashville, Tennessee.
Fantastic. So, Abi.
Yes, sir.
I got you. So you are live. Everybody can hear you, bro.
I'm a first-time caller. I've been watching your show for the past 7 years.
Wow. Thank you. You are a veteran.
I want to use this medium to say thank you very much to you, Mike.
Oh, thank you so much as well.
You are the voice of voiceless. Thank you for speaking on my behalf. God bless you and your entire family.
Amen. And yours too, Baba.
The situation in Nigeria, there's nothing we can do about it. We just have to sit down and take back and sit down and relax. Because a lot of people who are there don't in Nigeria. But because of the little thing they are getting from the government, they choose not to speak the truth.
Because truth can be very harmful to them and deny them many things they enjoy. Sadly,
Exactly. I have a friend that we've been friends for so long. He's a part of the government. I called him 2 weeks ago when he's an advocate of Tinubu or whatever they call it. Wait, Ogbeni to ta fun wa yi. Kí ló fi po ma ṣe tó ma yàtọ̀ sí nǹkan tí Buhari ṣe nsìn. Ó ní má worry can you just tell me the reason why you want me to vote for this man? Or tell me if I want to tell my family, okay, this is the right person for you to vote to.
So that I know once you do this, so I mean, I will not have to worry about all your extra bills anymore because you'll be fine. Oh yeah, tell me.
This man was just telling me, money, but this is the same Tinubu that self-worried to 2015. Ogbeni Lota Buhari from 2015. I traveled from America yes to go and vote for that Buhari.
For Buhari.
Ọlọ́run ní foríjì o. Ọlọ́run ní foríjì máa nìyẹn.
Àti gbogbo wọn lápapọ̀ wọn lójútì ni brothers.
Àràárọ̀ for the past 3 years tí máa ti ń jí láràárọ̀ máa ń ṣépè fún àwọn pípín yẹn. Èpè ni máa gbọ́n ṣe máa ti ń jí láàárọ̀ èpè máa ń gbọ́n àwọn pípín yẹn ṣe. I go to Nigeria twice every year. Nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ń lù yẹn kò ń ṣe kékeré. This same guy mo dẹ̀ rán létí ń jẹ́ ẹ pé bọ̀ ìwọ ló ń bú bọ́ Tinubu ń jọ ẹ̀ àjọ wà lọ́fíìsì ń jọ ẹ̀ tó wọn pé ní ẹ wọn pé yẹn ò lè ṣe kéèyàn má ṣe mistake. Àwọn ò rí dáadáa ni mo ní for real. Ó ṣe rí dáadáa sí i. So in order for it since he doesn't have nothing to tell me about that Tinubu ni wo jẹ́ kí n pè é padà mo lẹ́yìn kan lọ́fíìsì lọ́dọ̀ mi mo ní òkè. Will you believe 2 minutes later this man posted something on Facebook again I have to tackle it. Do you know what he posted?
What?
He posted Atlantic Hotel, whatever you call it. He said, this is not
Lagos
Dubai.
Atlantic City.
Yeah, this is not Dubai.
This is
Lagos, not New York. So you post them. So this is your mega city, right? This same guy now, he's trying to apply for American visa. His family,
Baba, see, Baba, I want overwise. Majority of them are applying for visas of different countries. Some of them are even participating in this politics to gather some money to japa. But guess what? If you tell them that this thing is so selfish, this thing is so heartless, you are leaving a ruined place to further ruined, and you are not letting those who actually really care to warn the people. Near to any people, they will tell you, my friend, we are just, they are the same as those they are defending, Baba, and it's sad. We won't apply for visa. Majority won't need visa application. Emily take visa lower by. Run this election in Kogada Odiemo. I love Nigeria from abroad.
And the other thing about the oil, whatever you just threw on online a few minutes ago.
Oil theft in Niger Delta. Tell me what you want to say.
I won't lie to you. Do you know they pay some amount of money to Lagos State government as well from that bunker you just mentioned?
I mean, the big men, they do bunkering. That's what I'm trying to tell people and say, if you hear that some people are stealing oil, big men, they do they for me and you.
There's the office. There's the office in the Keja. All they have to do is just sit back and relax. Every Monday, they remitted the amount money to their account. Every Monday. I'm telling you the truth. These guys go to whatever if you look at the picture you showed me and you showed us online a few minutes ago, they have different pipes. You see those different pipes have different
they get tagged. This one na Zucoast line. No tap. If you tap them, war will happen for your village. Like they can bring you and start killing everything. You don't go tap Dogo's line. No be your line. Why you go tap there? It's sad. I'll bring the picture back on. Baba, continue.
So all these people we are talking about now, and people here in Nigeria. My
100%.
mother, my mother was a from APC. I'm telling you, the last time I spoke to that woman was last year, August. If you do about your day, people, don't call me anymore. Because these people, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
I don't want to have any conversation. Can you imagine?
Because these people want to glory and want to Tawana want to liquidate. I told these people, there will be a day our kids will sit down and call us, Daddy,
what did you do?
People want to go back home. Our people here that have been living here for the past 40, 50 years, they have not set their eyes in Lagos, in Nigeria. But the situation of things, they
you are talking about this picture. Check your screen, Now, what did the thing look like with this? So this is the pipeline, and the people who tap them, they have who welded them, they have OCs and everything attached, and all of that.
So this guy I'm talking about, few years ago, before Ambode tenure, this guy was living in Germany. So he used all global resources to pay for the past 15 years in Germany. Campaign for Ambode. When Ambode came in, he does not go for any until the governor. So the governor, I'm telling you this truth. This guy now works. He worked directly with the what is it called? Tayo Ayinde, which is the what did they call this guy? Position to the So those guys are the ones in Lagos State government. Yes. So this guy now, owner official showed you name Delta. Okay. No, you two pipeline. Make sure your pipe to work from there. So only a percentage every Monday. He does not. He have his family in Germany. He does not go there anymore. So once of we meet every day. I go to Nigeria every 3 months. Come as a politician. You'll be my voice victim. Oluomo can share politician to one. No more pay
Baba, because me,
why did you have to do
that? One way or the other, some of us not to manage that at least stabilize our to some level in different places. Sure, you get me? So we have a chance of meeting some of these politicians, their workers, their staff, their friends, and all that. We have an opportunity of meeting them every now and then. I mean, for somebody like myself, I've met few of them. Now, when they talk, Baba, talk and sorrow, you will see it in there. Believe Nigeria. When you are telling them that when they talk, Senator Lenny, Senator Lenny, Senator now, Senator Senate for the past 12 years. Why is he talking like that? Ni believe Nigeria for real. When you talk about devices and everything, oh my brother, I understand. But it is what it is. Our people like it that way. It's not that we don't want to do something nice and all that. If you try to do anything nice, you will be rejected. Our people love it that way. And I'm like, what about the country as a whole? You claim to love the country. We love, Baba, leave that love. Just make sure you take care of yourself, take care of your family, and take care of people around your community. God will deal with it. Politicians say that to me. They don't believe in Nigeria. But when I see some of their vuvuzelas, they are going lyrical, philosophical, and they begin to speak grammar and here and there. I'm just like, you are just dumb, a dumb bustler. Just get paid and get the hell out of here. Baba, tell me more about your friend.
Well, you see what I'm talking about now. This same guy now is telling me now, where Biodu, I have investment in Ikorodu, which I supervise every year. Do you know in my area there is the transformer they bought there is so small. I use my own hard-earned money to buy a bigger transformer in that area. Do you know 3 weeks later, NEPA came with their janwe and took the transformer away?
Why?
Telling me the transformer belongs to them because it is too big. It's too big for the area.
For the area, you shouldn't have given them bigger ones. So they'll bring a smaller one again.
But I know I use my own money to buy the transformer because I need more light. My own money, my own property, which I have the receipt. So these people came later in the evening with the janwe. Do you know what happened? What you lost some àwọn àgbàlagbà landlord lórí burúkú tó wà ládùúgbò yẹn wọ́n lè gbé transformer yẹn lọ.
Àwọn landlord tó fẹ́ jọ enjoy transformer náà padà cooperate pẹ̀lú wọn.
I don't enjoy yẹn ni o. At least nígbà yẹn we have uninterrupted power supply for at least 19 hours every day. I live right in front of that last hotel, which is the same road, that same road, PZ wà ń bẹ̀, spin test wà ń bẹ̀, oríṣiríṣi trailer ló ń gba bẹ́ẹ̀ kọjá. So the light was useful to every one of us, but they choose darkness. They choose darkness. So right after that, nígbà tí mo lọ lé later, tuntun kan ti gbé transformer ẹ̀rọ pé wẹ́, Ọlọ́run ti ní ìwọ̀n ba nǹkan tí màá ṣe ni mo ṣe yẹn.
Go and sort it out. Do you know for 6 months? For good 6 months.
And they will now go to bed and say, "I didn't want but I will never be transformer law." Like
I
just like
I want you to came across because I'm so familiar with these guys. I play ball with them. I finance their soccer team and all that. I want you to hear cross by you transformer to one leg transformer law. Chilang baba o shi yen jade pe eyan mo shi ṣé en lọ síbi tí bàbá yẹn rán kíníkan kíníkan kí ló kàn yín bẹ̀ yẹn kíníkan kíníkan mélòó ló ní ilé ládùúgbò ibi tenant ní. But oníyà àwọn ló máa jẹ tójú. With Thank you
so much, Baba, for sharing that with us tonight again. I appreciate you, Baba. Thank you very much.
And I want to thank you again. Thank you, your family, and every one of you.
Thank you.
May God bless you.
Amen.
Thank you so much,
Baba. Send it to everyone around you too. Nashville, Tennessee. That is where Abe is calling from. So thank you, sir. I'll take another one. Here we go. Hello there.
Yeah, my ego.
Hello, sir.
Good